you to close your eyes. Close your eyes. That means you too. And I want you just to dream for a little bit. What do you dream about? I know you have dreams for your family. Maybe your kids going to certain colleges. You have dreams for yourself. But what about in your business? What do you see when you close your eyes? What do you dream about for your business? See, I see, for my business, Mr. Bradley, layers and layers and layers and layers of directors. I mean, it's a sea of people. So many, you can't even see the faces. Mr. Bradley, what do you dream about when you think about your business?
I'll tell you, I said on a call last week, my dream hadn't changed from when I got inspired back in February of 2005. It has not changed, Jill. I want to create outlets in this business. I want to have somebody like you, somebody like Trey, somebody like Shetty in every major city throughout the world. Outlets.
Now, when you dream, who do you see and what do you see? And what do those people look like? See, that's important. Because if you begin to dream about what these people who attach themselves to your business look like, you begin to look for those people. Does that make sense? Yes. Right? Like I know in my business I have, and I'm talking about the dream, I have a variety of people from all walks of life. I have some powerful single moms who are just tearing this business by storm. I have some doctors and lawyers, right, who wanna get residual income. I have some proud dads who want to teach their sons about entrepreneur. I have some people of faith from the ministry who want to teach the saints how to be financially free. I have a diversity of people in my business. I'm talking about the dream.
Jill, Troy and I did a call the other night about who is a builder's prospect. Somebody who is not settling for ordinary or average. Somebody who's not looking to pay bills, but somebody who's looking to leave generational income. That's my prospect. Somebody who would like to make in a month what other people make in a year. Somebody who's still dreaming of having their dream house and their dream car and leaving a legacy and inheritance to their children's children. Jill, that is a builder's prospect.
So we're talking about, folks, to be a builder, the first thing you have to do is you have vision. You got to have a dream. Every builder envisions what that thing is going to look like when they're finished. Does that make sense? And so this represents a multitude of people, right? This represents your family over here, a large network of people. But there were two things, Mr. Bradley, that you shared. Two things that every builder should dream about. The first thing you said, right, was that every builder should dream about having a large network of outlets, or we'll use the word broker. That's number one. And the second thing you told me was that every builder should dream about having a large base of multi-product using clients or customers. So talk to me about having a large network.
I want to define it. I keep using the word outlet. In this business, every person is an outlet. You are an outlet. An outlet is anyone who can offer the product to the consumer. Everybody get that? Each outlet represents the potential for the sales of products. The more outlets you have, the more product you can sell. Once you establish a client base, I'm going to repeat that. Once you establish a client base, adding new products that the consumer needs becomes a way to maximize profits. It's very important that we understand, Jill, these outlets. And I want to talk about it. Now, the second thing is a large base of multi-product using clients. Everybody understand that? This is very important what I'm about to say. Only after you have a large number of outlets do you begin to concern yourself with the volume production per outlet. Everybody understand that? We want to make this interactive. We want everybody to understand, because I brought people here from Los Angeles, from Miami, Chicago, New York, from all over the United States today, because we're talking about building our dreams. How many people realize today that you are an outlet for Zamzuu? How many people are out there hoping that they can create other outlets, distribution outlets around the world? The hope of a builder, children, is to constantly open up outlets and to have a large base of multi-product using clients.
So this is phase number one, folks. We're talking about being a builder is number one, having vision and having a dream. and two things that every builder should dream about. Number one is having a large network of outlets. When we talk about large, what does that mean? I mean, I remember when I first joined the business, you said you wanted key leaders in every single major city in the country. That's huge. How many of us have already mastered that? But that's you part of your trip. Of getting there, right?
And Jill, we're graduating from that. You notice I said that when I first met you.
That's right.
But now I'm using the world. Why? I'm expanding, right? I'm learning. I'm growing. And so is the company.
So every builder, number one, needs to be able to dream. They need to be able to also motivate the team. We're not going to spend a lot of time here because one thing we do talk a lot about is motivation and personal development. So we're not going to spend a lot of time here, but we need to be able to motivate and move our team. And I'm going to change the word motivate because motivation comes from within. But we need to be able to influence and inspire our team. Does that make sense? You got to be able to move somebody. See, one thing I can appreciate about my coach over here is Mr. Bradley can get hundreds of people to move on a dime. Am I right about that?
Yes, sir.
You guys remember that blue wave at convention? In front of the stage, right? How many of us can do that? Right? That's a builder. So we're not going to spend a lot of time here on the motivation piece. But number one is dream. Number two is being able to motivate the team. Now, this is, Mr. Brother, I want to ask you a couple questions about this.
Okay.
We're talking about the mindset of the builder right now, folks. Now, you told me that a builder understands the difference between being in sales and being in sales management. You said there was a difference between being in sales and being in sales management. You told me, you guys look at this guy right here. He looks like what, a used car salesman? Yeah. Right. And that's kind of what people think of when you think of being in sales. But talk to me about the difference, Brad.
All my life, Jill, all my adult life, I was in sales. And every day in sales, you wake up unemployed. Right?
Amen.
Every day in sales, if you don't work, you don't eat. Every day in sales, there's no security because it's just you. Every day in sales, you are your entire business. Every day in sales, you wake up with limited income. One person on his own can only do but so much. Jill, the reason why so many people are reluctant to join businesses, even salespeople, is because of the rejection. It's because of the things that I just mentioned. That's sales.
Now let's talk about that for a moment. Because how many folks only say, I'm in sales? We've said that, right? Because we have a sales component to what we do. But this is not who we are, ladies and gentlemen. We're not this person. We need to change the way that we think. Because guess what? When you're in sales, right, people hate that word, number one. And guess what? I don't want to be like you. If you're in sales, I don't want to do what you do. It's too much rejection, right? If you're in sales, I don't want to be like you, David, when you're in sales because you isolated. You're all by yourself. It's just you, and you, right? You have limited income. I don't want to be like you if you're in sales because your income depends on just you. And guess what? Most people are what? Turned off by salespeople. Am I right about that? Yes. I mean, I go to the car dealership in Carlton looking for a car, and I stay in the car when I see them come to the door. I don't want to talk to them because I think they're trying to sell me something, right? But Mr. Bradley, what's the difference between sales and being in sales management?
Jill, sales management means that I have a team of people who have different passions that can go out there and become an outlet and distribute the products and goods and services that people believe in, that people know, love, and trust, and that they want to buy. I override a sales force when I'm in sales management. Sales management offers unlimited income. When you're in sales management, you benefit from the efforts of many, many people, not just from your own personal production. J. Paul Getty, one of the first documented billionaires ever to walk the face of the earth, said, I'd much rather get paid 1% efforts of 100 people rather than 100% efforts of my own. That is sales management.
How many folks want to be in sales? Now, how many want to be in sales management? Right? This is where we want to be. And the key thing is there's security, right? And unlimited income because of the overriding residual potential. Now, earlier we talked a little bit about opening up outlets. And we're talking about the builder's mindset, okay? And builders understand, number one, they have to dream. Number two, they have to be a motivated team. But number three, builders understand the power of opening outlets, okay? Now we're going to use a brand that a lot of us are familiar with. Anybody familiar with this brand right here? It's called Coca-Cola. So some of you have been under a rock, okay? Now, Coke happens to be the largest beverage company in the world.
They make simply.
It's in over 200 countries, right? That's a whole lot of places to distribute the product, right? Whole lot of outlets, right? Look at this. Coke has over 3,500 beverages.
Wow.
I'll let you just marinate on this slide for just a moment. Because I had some aha moments. I knew they owned a few things, but good gracious.
Right.
Right? Look at this. This grapefruit juice. Coke owns it. Fuse. Coke owns it. Fanta. Coke owns it. Minute Maid. Coke owns it. Soy milk. They got a milk, y'all. Coke owns it.
Wow.
They have coffees and teas, ladies and gentlemen.
It's a great
I want to point out two things, right? They have the vitamin water. They get in on everything, right? Number one, Mr. Bradley said earlier, we should dream about two things. The number one is have a large network of outlets. That's the dream. Would you say that Coke has a large number of outlets? I would say so. But then he said this. We should dream about having a base of multi-product using clients. Look at the diversity of products. You think that Coke has a large base of multi-using product clients? This is the dream right here, ladies and gentlemen. And it's a powerful demonstration. I couldn't, of course, get all the brands up here, so I just picked out a few. But is this not impactful?
Yes.
One example. I mean, talk about that, Mr. Bradley.
3,500.
3,500 brands. Sparkling beverages, diet and light beverages, waters, juices, juice drinks, teas, coffees, energy, and sport drinks.
Jim, the more stores, restaurants, and drink machines that offer the Coke product, the greater the chance that someone will buy a Coke when they are thirsty.
Dang.
Outlets, 3,500 drink products. My wife and I went on a plane yesterday, and she fell in love with creme apple drink yesterday on the plane. And when my wife fell in love with something, I need to check it out. I'm going to send somebody on it, right? And I looked at the label, and guess what? Minute Maid, a Coca-Cola bottling company. 3,500 options. And she didn't drink it because I told her to drink it. She drank it because she was thirsty.
Isn't that